Welcome back, everybody. Episode 3 of the Clean Kitchen podcast. Today, we're going to be talking all about avocado oil and olive oil, specifically about the study that recently came out from UC Davis saying that most avocado oil out there on grocery store shelves is fake. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about fake olive oil, but we're also going to talk about what to look for on the bottle of these oils. And I believe Kevin also has a little lightning round question.
Yeah, we're gonna have some fun at the end.
Perfect.
Yes, exactly.
I'm excited.
All right, well let's get right into it. There's a lot to digest here. So as Kyle mentioned, UC Davis, which is a college out in California, just did a study on private label avocado oils. And so just for a little bit of background there, private label, that means that someone else is making the avocado and then a company is putting their label on it at the grocery store. It could be a grocery store brand, could be another company that's ultimately doing that. So that's the topic of the study there. And what were the kind of the takeaways that you had from after reading this study?
Yeah, so there was actually a very similar study done in 2020, which looked at, I believe it was 22, it wasn't private label, it was just brands in general, 22 avocado oil brands. And that found that about 82% of them were either oxidized or cut with low quality oils. And now here we are 3 years later, and a very similar study is done testing about 36 avocado oils, and nearly 70% of them are either oxidized or cut with low quality oils like soybean, sunflower, safflower oil, all of those oils we talked about in the first episode that we should be avoiding.
Yes,
which
absolutely.
is so sad.
It is. It's really sad. So I think there's this trend too of avocado oil is hot right now.
It is.
Everybody wants to be in it. And what happens when you have a bunch of companies start to get in it is naturally they'll all lower their price in order to become the best. And what's the easiest way to lower price?
Cut it with lower quality oils.
Lower quality ingredients. Exactly. And so that's exactly what this study found. And so I guess maybe even taking a step back, avocado oil, we talked a bit about it in the first podcast, but why are people interested in avocado oil? What's the benefit?
Yeah, a couple different reasons. One is it's really good for high heat cooking. It has a really high smoke point. I think it's like 520 degrees. It has a very neutral taste. So similar to those vegetable oils, which also have a neutral taste, avocado oil also has a neutral taste, so it doesn't interfere with the dish that you're making, which a lot of people like. Those are the two main benefits, but also the health benefits of it. Yeah. It's really high in something called oleic acid, which is an omega-9 fatty acid. We talked about omega-3s, omega-6s, but there's also omega-9.
Got a lot to keep up with.
So omega-3 and 9 are the two good ones, you could say. 6 is really the one you want to minimize as much as possible. But also really good, high in antioxidants and polyphenols, similar to olive oil, and certain vitamins as well.
Got it. Yep. So avocado oil is one of those good ones that we talked about. And even for a little bit of additional background here, it sounds like that within the avocado oil industry, sales are expected to double by 2030. So we're only going to see more and more entrants come into this space and try and grab up some of the market share. So it's definitely something that we want to get on top of now and be cautious of when we're buying avocado oil.
Yep, definitely. Yep. So I guess we can briefly talk about the first study that came out in 2020. We can talk about there were two brands that out of the 22 brands, there were only 2 that tested as 100% pure avocado oil, while all of these brands are claiming that they're avocado oil, but only 2 of them are actually avocado oil. And those were Chosen Foods and Mari-Marians, I believe is how you pronounce it. I actually haven't seen Mari-Marians in stores ever. I personally buy and recommend Chosen Foods. It's readily available in so many stores, so that's just what I go with.
Yeah, they're doing things right, and I think that's what the studies have proven. Both the 2020 one, as mentioned, and recently again in 2023, continuing to stick to their values of 100% pure avocado oil.
Yep, and they test every single batch to ensure nothing's getting in it during the supply chain process. So really good company.
Yep. So then my question, reading this study, is how does that happen? How does a company say that, hey, we have avocado oil, this is what it is, and then you go through a testing process and it turns out it's 90% sunflower oil or something random? How does that happen?
I think there's just no regulation around the avocado oil industry right now. And I think it used to be this way about olive oil,
Yeah.
and now it's the avocado oil.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
something needs to happen.
Yep. It's
For
where
sure.
the trend is going, it seems. And
Yeah.
and reading more about it, it seems like the Chosen Foods team is actually working with regulators to come up with standards
Good.
to help put some sort of structure around what is avocado oil. 'Cause
Mhm.
at the core, I think once you can answer those questions of what is avocado oil, what percent avocado oil does it need to be in order to be called avocado oil, then you can better market
Mhm.
the oil itself
Right.
and better understand it. Feel more comfortable buying it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's good that people, are waking up to they're realizing that these vegetable oils that we've been told are healthy aren't so good for us.
Yep.
And it's good that they're reaching for the avocado oil, but it's such a shame that these people are trying to be healthy
Yeah.
by going for avocado oil, but it's almost backfiring on them.
Yeah, this honestly, that was one of my biggest takeaways after reading this is how scary it is
Mhm.
that companies can do this, label their foods as something that it's not. And the immediate next question is, who else is doing this? What other
Yeah.
food categories do I think I'm buying healthy and actually it's mixed with
Yeah.
bad ingredients?
Yeah.
So I don't know what that list is, but now we got to do some more research.
Yeah.
It's eye-opening
Yeah.
study.
Yeah. We'll look into top faked foods, I guess.
Yeah.
Um,
What else is mislabeled?
Yeah, but also from the original study in 2020, I believe it was 3 or 4 of the brands they tested that claimed to be avocado oil were actually, in fact, 100% soybean oil. So yes, some companies are cutting it with low quality oils, but there's also some companies that are just like, nah, let's just put soybean oil in there and just call it a day. Slap an avocado oil label on there, and we're good to go. And
Yeah.
I mean, they're making so much money, I bet.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, it's
A lot
sad.
cheaper. One other thing in the study that came out, it seemed like the lower priced avocado oils tended to have a mixture of different oils, but it also said that just because something was higher priced didn't mean it was 100% pure avocado oil. So it's confusing. There wasn't
Yeah.
any sort of green light as far as what to look for.
So a little bit of a red flag if it's really cheap, but
Yeah.
just because it's expensive, it doesn't mean it's pure. Basically.
Exactly. Exactly right. So I guess this is now done with avocado oil. We have a lot more information about what brands are actually putting in avocado oil, or claim to be avocado oil. But it sounds like this happened with olive oil too. We have some fake olive oil out there.
Yeah, similar. I believe there was a similar study done out of UC Davis again. I want to say 2011 or something like that. They teamed up with someone in Australia, and they tested a bunch of different olive oils all over the world. And it actually came back that a lot of the ones that were being shipped internationally, they tested olive oil specifically in California grocery stores, I believe. And it came back that a lot of the ones being shipped to California were actually, again, cut with low quality oils or rancid. But a lot of the ones that were made in California were actually, most of them were pure. So I guess back then, maybe it could have been stricter standards.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe.
In California versus internationally.
Yep. Yeah. Maybe California did have some sort of regulation around
Yeah.
what you can classify
They-
olive oil as.
They tend to be more strict.
That's right. Yes. Yeah. Very much into regulation.
Yes.
So that could have been the case there. But I guess what can I do as a purchaser of avocado oil? What can I look for if I'm going to a grocery store? And I know you mentioned Chosen Foods as a good option, but if I don't have Chosen Foods or maybe it's out of my price range, what else can I look for?
Specifically avocado oil.
Yeah.
There's honestly not a whole lot
No.
that you can look for avocado oil unless you reach out to the company directly and figure out if they're testing their every batch or just some sort of confirmation that they're using avocados and not cutting it with anything else. It's difficult.
Yeah.
It's really difficult with avocado oil.
So it sounds like Chosen Foods, if you can get your hands on that and you really want avocado oil, that might be the best possible solution for you.
Yeah, at least right now, yes.
Okay. And hopefully this study opens the eyes of these companies and they're held accountable and can make sure that their quality is up to the standards that people expect it to.
Yeah.
So that is a takeaway, and we'll definitely keep you all posted and link to the study if you do want some more information on what it looked like.
Yes.
Okay, so you mentioned that avocado oil is about where olive oil was 10 years ago. So
Mhm.
now we have a lot more information on olive oil, maybe done some more studies. What do I look for when I'm buying olive oil now?
Yeah. So a few things. The first thing, which I always like to look for, is extra virgin olive oil.
Okay.
It's superior to if you just see olive oil. You can see light olive oil or pure olive oil. Light olive oil specifically is normally in a clear bottle, similar to the vegetable oils, and a lot of times that is cut with lower quality oils, or it's just oxidized because there's sun getting through the bottle, like we talked about
Yep.
in episode 1. And if you haven't listened to episode 1, definitely go back and listen to that. That'll make more sense of what we're talking about now. But um, yeah, just avoid those clear plastic bottles at all costs. So avoid pure, avoid light, and look for extra virgin olive oil because these are cold extracted and they don't reach a temperature above 7. They have to keep it below 75 degrees, so it's not being heated up like those vegetable oils, so they're not
Got it.
oxidizing. Um, and so, yeah, so extra virgin olive oil is the first thing to look for. The second thing to look for is single origin. A lot of the times you turn over the label on extra virgin olive oil and you see 10 different countries, and they're basically sourcing a little bit from each of those countries, and it's
Hmm.
in that one bottle, but you don't know what they're doing in each of those countries.
Yeah.
So it's better to just find single origin.
Yep. Better to keep it from the same spot than go ahead and mix it. Not even necessarily saying that it's mixed bad, but there's the potential for something to happen.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep. Uh, so extra virgin olive oil, single origin. If you can turn it over and look for a harvest date.
Is there a specific date that you want to look for?
So unlike, I guess, wine, where the longer it ages, it's
Yeah.
better. Olive oil, not the case.
Opposite.
So 2 years is what they typically tell you to consume olive oil in, from when it was harvested to when you consume the entire bottle, I
Okay.
guess. 2 years, but that first year I think is the when it's the freshest
Yeah.
and when it's going to taste the best.
Yep.
So
That makes sense. And then I guess thinking about avocado oil and olive oil, do you keep both on hand? Do you have both of them?
yeah, I do. I use avocado oil more for if I'm cooking something at higher temperatures.
Okay.
So I'll use avocado oil more for if I'm cooking steak or chicken or even fish or something like that.
Yeah.
But then extra virgin olive oil is what I use for more of the vegetables.
Okay.
I mean, if I'm making a salad or something and topping it, then
Yep.
I'm definitely going to use it for that as well.
Okay. So there's a role for both.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. But that's also to not like some people are scared of cooking with extra virgin olive oil for some reason. I don't know. I don't know who's saying this.
Mm-hmm.
But extra virgin olive oil is totally fine to be cooked with.
Okay. So even if you're cooking a steak at a high temperature,
It should be fine.
all right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
But maybe if you have both, lean to the avocado oil.
If you're going to be cooking at really high temperatures, yeah.
Okay.
Avocado. I think, yeah.
Got it. Okay. So that is olive oil. And anything else to look for in the grocery store?
Ideally, dark glass bottle is going to be preferred.
Okay.
With that being said, I actually buy my extra virgin olive oil that I cook with from Costco, which is in a dark bottle, but it's actually in a plastic bottle. And a lot of people are worried about this, but I'm actually not too worried about it. One, it has to they can't put it in that bottle when it's hot, so a lot of the plastic hopefully is not leaching into the olive oil, which is a big problem with those vegetable oils and a lot of other types of foods in general. But also I'm not exactly sure which study this was, but they tested a bunch of the different olive oils from Costco, and it was the Italian extra virgin olive oil that tested as 100% pure olive oil. So that's what I buy.
Yep.
It's a great price. Gets the job done.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily use that for finishing dishes because it doesn't have the best flavor.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Okay.
dark glass bottle ideal, but if not glass, then at least dark.
Okay.
We don't want any light coming through and oxidizing it.
Okay. And I guess even on that topic, anything around the storage of your olive oil, should you keep it in the pantry to keep that dark? Yeah.
Yeah, good question. Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I keep it in the pantry, keep it in a dark, cool place.
Yeah.
I mean, similar to those vegetable oils, it's sensitive to oxygen, heat, and light. So we want to prevent all of those things from getting in. So yes, dark, cool place, preferably in the pantry.
Okay.
Mhm.
And then speaking of, I guess, the oils going bad too, I did read that the avocado oil, in order to tell if it's gone bad, just smell it.
Mm,
And they said if it smells like Play-Doh, then
like Play-Doh.
Play-Doh was the description.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
So
Okay.
avoid the Play-Doh smelling avocado oil.
Oh, interesting.
Is the takeaway. And then I guess maybe even for olive oil, try to stay within that 2 years was
Yeah.
the recommendation.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so you mentioned it a little bit
Mm-hmm.
about cooking olive oil at high temperatures, but give me some more information. What does that mean? What does that look like?
Yeah, so we talked about this in episode 1, but there's basically 3 different types of fats. We have polyunsaturated fats, we have monounsaturated fats, and saturated fats. The vegetable oils are polyunsaturated fats. So polyunsaturated fats have a lot of double bonds,
Okay.
which we don't have to go into detail about what that means, but just know that if it has a lot of double bonds, then it's very prone to oxidation or damage when they're heated.
Okay.
So that's part of the reason why we want to avoid the vegetable oils,
Okay.
because they have these polyunsaturated fats. Monounsaturated fats have one double bond. Saturated fats don't have any, so therefore they're not as prone to oxidation when they're heated.
Okay.
So that's the preferred oil to use when you're cooking. The avocado oil and olive oil would be the monounsaturated fats.
Okay. And just to get on the same page, when you're saying oxidation, what do you mean by that?
Basically the oil itself is, I guess the fat in the oil is breaking down and going rancid.
Okay.
Almost. Does that make sense?
Tell me more.
That's about all I got. I am in the middle of editing this podcast episode right now, and I wanted to give you the official definition of oil oxidation. So, oxidation is an undesirable series of chemical reactions in oil that degrades its quality and value. Some oils naturally oxidize faster than others due to their composition of fatty acids, which is what we're talking about right now in the podcast, and the antioxidant compounds. Okay, just wanted to mention that.
Okay, so we don't want oxidation.
Yeah.
Bad for you. And the vegetable oils are more likely to oxidate.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Because of the fat that it's made out of.
Okay. And the olive oil is not made out of those polyunsaturated fats.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
I think I'm on the same page.
Yeah. Monounsaturated is
Mono.
what
Mono is what we want.
Yeah. And a lot of people cook with a lot of people that cook with olive oil, they notice that it starts smoking immediately, but there's actually naturally a little bit of water in extra virgin olive oil.
Mhm.
So that's usually that's the smoke that people see. So don't be scared when you see that.
Okay. Got it.
So don't be afraid to cook with olive oil.
Yeah.
I do it all the time, every day.
Yeah. Also try it out. See what works best for you.
Yes.
And see if you like one over the other.
Yeah.
And let us know in
Yeah.
the comments. Do you prefer avocado oil or do you prefer olive oil?
Well, there's no comments on Spotify or Apple Music, but if you're watching this on YouTube,
There you go.
there you go. Now you can leave a
That's what-
comment or just DM me on Instagram.
Yeah. Let them know. All right. So that is the study of avocado oil, what to look for, olive oil as well, what to be careful of, and then what to look for in olive oil.
Mhm.
All right. We got it all covered there. So now we're going to do something a little fun. Not that wasn't fun.
Yeah. Yeah, that was really fun.
Got some monounsaturated fat talk. All right, we're going to do a little speed round.
Okay.
So 10 questions for you, and I
Okay.
want your immediate response, just gut reaction.
Okay.
And
Are these
so-
like one-word answers or?
Well, yeah, one-word answers, one or
Okay.
two maybe.
Okay.
And for ones where you have to choose between two items, we're going to make the assumption that you're choosing for the rest of your life.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is commitment here.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to go quick,
Okay.
get through these 10, and then we'll debrief.
Okay.
All right, first question. Your preferred sweetener, honey or maple syrup?
Honey.
Olive oil or avocado oil?
Olive oil.
Olive oil. Best restaurant for a quick meal?
Chipotle.
Chipotle. Favorite grocery store?
Whole Foods.
Whole Foods. Shout out Whole Foods.
Sponsor me, Whole Foods.
Which makes you feel better? A hot sauna or a cold shower?
Cold shower.
Cold shower. Weightlifting or body lift? Body weight.
One for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Body weight.
Body weight. All right, we're going to dive into that. Do you prefer to stay up late or get up early?
Oh, get up early.
Get up early. All
for
right.
sure.
Almond butter or peanut butter?
Almond butter.
Almond.
Organic.
Organic almond. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Coffee. One for the rest. All right.
Yeah.
And then meditation or journaling?
Meditation.
Meditation. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
What'd you think?
I like these.
Yeah. Got a lot of clarity there.
Yeah.
All right. What was the toughest one to answer? What are you
Um,
second guessing?
I don't know.
They all felt good.
They all felt pretty good. Yeah.
The one that I had the most.
Oh, maybe the
thought-
workout one.
Oh yeah, you did take a second on that one.
Yeah.
So what
I
are you
didn't
doing
think
now?
about it.
Body weight or weightlifting?
Right now I'm doing more weightlifting.
More weightlifting.
Yeah.
But maybe longer term sustainable.
Yeah.
Less injury.
Yeah, if I had to choose one.
Yeah.
'Cause you can really do a lot with body weight.
Yeah. Yep.
I got my rings right here.
That's
my
right.
Pull-up bar. Do a lot of push-ups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. Tom Brady, quarterback in the NFL, is a proponent of body weight and kind of muscle pliability
Mm-hmm.
and not the heavy lifting. Longer term.
Muscle pliability meaning.
Meaning that you're working out your muscles and almost stretching them and putting them through a lot of tough situations, but you're not necessarily putting weight on them. So it's a lot of like the bands doing band
Yeah.
exercises.
Yeah. Like resistance
Training.
bands.
Yep, exactly. Oh, the one that I wanted to go deeper on though was the hot sauna or cold shower.
Oh yeah.
And so we talked about it before. Cold showers are all the rage, and there's benefit.
I did a sorry to interrupt you.
No, talk.
I did a cold plunge for the first time.
No way.
I know we talked about that on was it the first or
the first,
second?
I think the first episode.
Yeah, first episode.
What was it? The
Yeah.
instant reaction.
It was freezing.
Where did you do it?
I did it at Bobby's house.
Yeah.
For those of you that follow me on Instagram, I was at Bobby from Flav City's house.
Yeah.
I just got back a couple days ago, but I stayed with him for 3 days, and he had a cold plunge.
Does he do them
He does them. I think he said he does them daily.
daily?
Yeah.
And how cold was the water?
It was 42 degrees.
Okay.
So
Feels freezing.
He said he normally does it at 46 to 48.
Okay.
He said he used to do it at like 38, and it was just apparently that's just too cold.
Oh yeah, it sounds
So
miserable.
46 to 48, I want to say. I think he said when I did it, it was actually raining and cold, a little bit chilly outside. So it was 42 degrees, and I actually have a video of it. But right when I got in, I was like, "Oh, this isn't bad at all."
Uh-huh.
And I literally say that in the video. I'm like, "Oh, this is fine. I got this." and then I'm in there for like 10 to 15 seconds, and then like my hands and feet just felt like they were burning. My feet and hands are very cold.
Mm-hmm.
Like pain, burning pain.
My feet are very cold, and my hands.
Gosh.
And then it started coming on, and my whole body started hurting. Like a minute in. So you do it for 2 minutes. About a minute in, my whole body was just like hurting. It felt like it was burning.
And you just sit there. That's
Yeah,
it.
you just
sit there.
Yeah, apparently it's hard. It's there's more of a benefit, and it's harder if you go in there and you like kind of move your body, like move around like this.
Yeah.
But like that hurts. So
It hurts to move?
It hurts to move. Yeah. So I was just sitting there still, and deep breathing, in through the nose, out through the mouth.
God.
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't bad considering that was my first one.
Yeah.
I think I did pretty good. It definitely
Did
hurt.
you make it 2 minutes?
Yeah, I made it 2 minutes.
Okay.
But at the end, like I felt energized.
Yeah.
And that's part of the reason why I answered that
Yeah.
as the answer. When I take cold showers, which now I know cold showers is nowhere near a cold plunge.
Humbling.
But when I do take a cold shower and the one cold plunge that I've experienced, I had a lot of energy. Whereas opposed to when I get out of the sauna, I don't necessarily feel like I have a lot of energy.
Yeah. Is the benefit of the cold plunge, is it the same concept as a cold shower where it puts your body under stress
Yeah.
and you're able to adapt?
Yeah.
Same idea?
Same idea.
Okay,
I
it's
think
just
a cold plunge is more effective
Okay.
because it gets your entire body
Yeah, it's a cold shower on
And
steroids.
and it's definitely colder
Yeah.
than a cold shower.
And how long does Bobby do it for? Does he do
2 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's like industry standard.
Yeah, I guess so.
2
2 minutes is that's it.
What did it make you want to get a cold plunge?
Yes.
What did he have, just a big bin?
Yeah, it's basically just a big bathtub outside. And it
That's
definitely made
crazy.
me want to get it, but I don't have anywhere to put it
Yet.
yet.
One day.
I know.
Okay. So that's the cold shower, cold plunge.
Yeah.
But people also really speak highly of hot sauna. So why hot sauna? Why cold shower? What are the benefits to
Oh
them?
man.
We'll go deep on this.
Yeah.
We could save this.
Yeah, we could say.
Delete that.
I don't even know. I mean, I feel like there's so much.
Yeah, there's a lot there.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do a hot sauna versus cold
Yeah.
plunge episode.
Yeah. Well, I know a lot of people will go back and forth. Like they'll go in the cold plunge for 2 minutes and then sauna for 15, 20 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
Cold plunge 2 minutes, sauna 15 minutes. That contrast
That feels like a
between
lot.
hot and cold therapy is it's just really good for a lot of different things.
Yeah.
We can do a future episode about this.
Yeah.
About this topic, but yeah, really good I know it's really good for cardiovascular health and many other things.
Okay.
People seem to love it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. People do love it. And I know you have a sauna
I do have a sauna.
that you use.
Yes.
So we have experience with that one.
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly.
So we'll go deeper on that. And then the other one I wanted to bring up too was a lot of times people are on the go and they don't have time to make food themselves.
Yeah.
And it's hard to find healthy food out in the world sometimes. But Chipotle seems to be one that's reliable, and some others you've done a couple videos on. But in general, do you have some quick, easy advice for people when they're looking? Maybe they don't even have like a chain restaurant near them. What's easy to order at a local restaurant?
At any restaurant?
Yeah, or what can you look for? I know that's a really, really broad question.
Yeah. It's hard because so many of these restaurants cooking some sort of vegetable oil, including Chipotle. They do cook a lot of their food in rice bran oil, which is similar to all these other types of vegetable oils that we've been talking about. So it's not ideal. Every once in a while, I think, in my opinion, it's totally fine. But if you need something quick, I mean, you can't go wrong with any sort of beef or steak or even chicken. I try to stay away from sauces and condiments and all of those sort of things. If I can just get something plain, even a steak, even if it's been cooked in not so great oil, it's just steak, salt and pepper and oil.
Yep.
And then maybe some steamed vegetables or something like that.
Yep.
It's normally my go-to.
Yep. So get rid of the toppings, get rid of the sauces.
Yeah.
Like you said, when you went to McDonald's, just got 4
Yeah, exactly.
just
And
the beef.
And that's a perfect example. Almost everyone has a McDonald's near them.
Yeah.
You can go to McDonald's, and now I'm seeing so many people do this video of people going to McDonald's. If you order their beef, you say, okay, I want to order off your a la carte menu, and you say 4 quarter-pounder patties, just the patties.
Yep.
It's around, when I went the first time, it was like $6, but then when I went again, it was more expensive. So I'm not sure how they operate from chain to chain. But yeah, it's just beef, salt, and pepper. That's
Easy.
it.
Yeah.
And you can get a pound of meat for $6, $7. So that's what I would do. What I would do if I was out, maybe I should have said McDonald's as my answer.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But I would go to McDonald's, I would get the meat, and then I would try to find some sort of grocery store and just get some fruit.
There you go.
Meat and fruit.
Yep.
I mean, that's a pretty good meal. And honestly, when I know I'm going to be out and when I know I'm going to be out and I don't want to go to a restaurant or don't want to get fast food or anything like that, I'll bring beef sticks and some bananas or something, and that's like almost a meal for me.
Yeah, Kyle always has snacks.
Yeah.
He's king of snacks.
I'm always prepared.
Yes, exactly.
Never
And maybe
know.
that's the takeaway. Is
Yeah.
be prepared.
Yeah.
Whether that's bringing snacks or even just looking at menus beforehand.
Yes,
And we'll go deeper on rtrestaurants because I think that's an interesting topic that people will enjoy.
definitely.
Especially me. I learned a lot from that. So
Yeah.
we'll save some there.
Yeah.
Okay. What'd you think? Did you like the
Yeah, that was good.
Speed
Any of
questions?
the other ones you wanted to go
Let's
in
see.
depth on?
Yeah, staying up late or getting up early.
Yeah.
I think people have a preference there because they feel like they're more productive at one time. I know a lot of people that I work with prefer to work late because they feel more productive. No one's bothering them, and they can zone in and do what they're doing. But other people like to get up early. Is there any health benefit to either one if you're getting the appropriate amount of sleep?
Yeah, I mean, I'd
Caveat.
say as long as you're going to bed at a reasonable hour and getting your quality sleep,
Yeah.
I think either is fine.
Either.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just prefer working in the morning. I
Yeah.
think I'm more awake, more energized,
Yep.
and more focused.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, I agree. Get up early.
In the morning.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think you feel better too
Yeah.
if you can get up early and get going.
Yeah.
Feel productive, get stuff done.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Even
Sets
if
the tone.
even if you just get one small task done in the morning, then you're like, oh, let's keep going.
Yep. It's the make your bed thesis.
Yeah.
Get up, make your bed. You did one productive thing.
Yep.
Just build on that.
Yep.
Okay. Well, that's all we have.
All right, that's it for episode 3 of the Clean Kitchen Podcast, everybody. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, I think you can leave a
Yeah.
review. I don't know. Leave a review. Let us know how you like it. If you hate it, let us know that too.
Yeah.
But until next time, we will see you in episode 4.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. We can cut that part out.